Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, my people, Chelsea fans, how una dey on this beautiful morning? Oh yeah, papa, make una gather here, let us shoot mouth into one or two matter we be say na talking point around our football club. So help me tap that like button. It's very, very important. The like button and the subscribe button, very, very importantly. You see, the comment section, help me comment one or two if you can, if you are not too busy. As we begin to dissect matters and matters around Chelsea Football Club, I'm going to be starting from Moises Caicedo matter because in the last few days right now, all thanks to Jamie Carragher, the matter has now surfaced again, comparing Moises Caicedo to other midfielders in the Premier League. And you know, I'm not going to fault anybody because everybody have their own opinion. Even Paul Scholes will say I want quote now. This is his own opinion, but I just feel highly disappointed in Paul Scholes simply because, you see, he is one of those people that I think as a pundit, he gets sense more because, you know, most of these ex-footballer, when we say they no be Chelsea fan, they no play for Chelsea, they are always being biased whenever it comes to Chelsea. And that's why I don't even know what Chelsea legends are also doing. All of them will just finish. They're too maturity won't buy them. They will just retire for football. Boom. They don't find one place go. We need one of these Chelsea legends to come outside and start defending these boys. Jose Mourinho don't talk this thing. None of them will come outside to talk. They go. It's either one is busy with his career coach, another one is busy with it, and these people will start talking nonsense. For instance, take a look at what Paul Scholes have to say about Moises Caicedo. Let me read it out to you, just as Paul Scholes said it. He said they asked the Baba about who he think the best midfielder in the Premier League so far so good this season is, and Baba answer said right now they said yes. He said that is tough. He said I still don't class Moises Caicedo as an all-round midfield player. Bro, they ask you who the best midfielder is. They did not ask you about Moises Caicedo. But instead of you to reply to who you think your best midfielder is, you went straight to Moises Caicedo. Anyway, may we leave that one. Let's continue. He said, I just prefer the controlling type of midfield player who play with a bit more style and can score goals a bit more often than Moises Caicedo. This is his own opinion. But where this Baba don't come begin to shoot himself for leg. Watch this now. He said, it was a brilliant goal. That was Moises Caicedo's goal against Liverpool. He said, it was a brilliant goal, but you wouldn't be surprised if he didn't score that kind of goal again for the next 18 months. Bro, are you being sincere right now? Let me come again with that line. It was a brilliant goal, but you wouldn't be surprised if he didn't get that kind of goal again for the next 18 months. Where has Paul Scholes been? Baba, are you sure you've been in this Premier League that all of us are watching? Because you don't really clear me well. This same goal that Moises Caicedo scored against Liverpool was not his first time scoring this goal this season. In fact, Chelsea just announced about some few hours ago, announced Moises Caicedo goal against Brentford in September as the goal of the month. He scored that kind of goal, exactly that kind of goal in September, bro. Where have you been? You know the sea. Which one is he's not going to score that kind of goal again in the next 18 months? You see, the bad belly with these people, the bad intention with their mind, no, they allow them see good things. Moises Caicedo scored that exact kind of goal again at the Conference League final against Real Betis. But, you know, the bad intention, we say they don't already carry for mind. No go allow them see her. And I know the reason why. Because, first of all, probably because of the color of his skin. I don't want to conclude on that one. But I know it is simply because he is not from their country. Because if Caicedo is from England, you know, go they talk this kind of thing where they talk. You will definitely not be saying this. And it is very common in almost all of them. Talk down on a player that come out from outside that is doing exceptionally well in the league, like they blind, like say they know the sea. You know they there when the guy scored the goal against Brentford, you blind, you don't see him. So far so good this season. This man that is saying that he prefer more a midfielder that score more goals than Moises Caicedo. Moises Caicedo in 7 games this season has scored 3 goals. Is that not decent enough for a defensive midfielder? 3 goals in 7 games. And all of the 3 goals, they are bangers. Not a normal goal. Bangers. If you say this about the Moises Caicedo of last season, you don't go vex me. But you see, when they ask him the question, he first asked them, he said, right now? They say yes. They call they cap all of this nonsense. I mean, this is becoming too obvious, bro. It's becoming really obvious. They cannot do without the bad belly again. Are you blind? You know, the Premier League just award Moises Caicedo yesterday the player of the week, and probably the player of the month is even coming to him. And in all of these things, you are still saying you don't rate him. You don't rate him for scores. You don't supposed to be you. You know that midfield position where, bro. You know that place where. You don't supposed to be you. Somebody that is, Moises Caicedo winning tackles back to back for the club. And now he has now upgraded himself again by scoring incredible goals. And instead of you to just give him his flowers, or okay, don't give him his flowers. Mention your own best player in the Premier League. Mention your best midfielder. They ask you who your best midfielder is, and the first person your mind went straight to is Moises Caicedo. That shows that he's the best in the league. Leave the rest. Leave Cho. He's the best in the league. For your mind to go there straight and you start saying that you don't rate Moises Caicedo for this, for that, that shows that he's the best in the league. You know what you guys are just doing at cho. There's no difference. Even Jamie Carragher won't better pass this one. Anyway, we'll just push this baba for one side. Person will just say you never even reach 50. You don't the old. Anyway, let us get into one or two team news around our club right now. Let's leave them. Let them say whatever they like. First of all, I would like to begin from the injury update because there's been a good news. First of all, most of our players are not out on the international break. But you see, even those ones we say we presume say they are injured, we have good news about them. First of all, Wesley Fofana is now back on his feet. He's now back training with the boys. Good one. Now, number 2 now is on top Acheampong and Badiashile. Shout out to Badiashile for the performance against Liverpool. Chelsea assistant coach Will Caballero make it clear that the two of them are okay because he attended the press conference after the Liverpool game and he made it clear that the two of them are okay. So hopefully the two of them get back to 100% fitness before our next fixtures after the international break. And then Reece James. Reece James' own is not an injury like that. It's just a precautionary measure. So let's hope that Reece James is also better by the end of the international break. And that is what will now take me to our next 5 games now, because we are going to have our boys fresh. And our next 5 games are something whereby we are supposed to, pack at least 4 winning and probably a draw. Let me read it out for you. First of all, we are playing away against Bournemouth. And Bournemouth are in the mud. They don't even get themselves right now with Ange Postecoglou. So away against Bournemouth should be a 3 point for Chelsea. That is number 1. Number 2 now is we are playing at home against Ajax the following midweek after we play against Bournemouth. We are playing at home against Ajax. I think this should also be a 3 point for Chelsea too in the Champions League because we needed this 3 point against Ajax to make our point 6 points already on the table, on the Champions League table. Winning this point against Ajax will put us in a very, very comfortable place in the UEFA Champions League because don't forget some big teams will still fall down too in that fixture that is coming up. Anyway, after that we are going to be coming back home to play against Sunderland. Sunderland have been in a very good form in the Premier League, but I feel like it is now time for them to start going back to where they belong. Playing at home against Chelsea, Chelsea should be able to pack that 3 points. It is even no negotiable. That's the 3rd fixtures. And after that, in the midweek again, we are going to be traveling down to Molineux for the EFL Cup round 4. Hopefully we'll get that 3 points also. And after that, we are going to be playing away against Tottenham. These are our next 5 fixtures. And I look at all of these 5 fixtures, they are winnable. They are winnable games for Chelsea. So let's hope that our boys, will be fresh. And by so doing, let's have it hot after that. Moving on now, on top transfer matter, Caicedo of Sky Sport into us about 1 or 2 things that Chelsea have intention and they are planned by January. And, first of all, is on Tyreek George. Caicedo clarified that Chelsea right now, they are seeing it as if wingers are becoming too plenty in the club and, not all of them will get an opportunity. Chelsea want to give opportunity to the few that are on ground. So, Tyreek George is one of those names that is going to be leaving by January. And, it's pure profit. Any amount Chelsea selling is going to be pure profit. Let him go. Now, before now, they talk, say, make Tyreek George no go. But you see right now, please, let him just go. Because I don't even like where Enzo Maresca is playing him. When there is McGill on ground. It has now been secured now, cemented now, that McGill cannot go any other club again because he appeared against Liverpool. And he cannot play for more than 2 clubs in 1 season. He already played for 2 clubs. So, except if Chelsea want to sell him. But for loan, McGill is not eligible to go out on loan again. Anyway, that is that about that. Moving on top goalkeeper situation. Caicedo also clarified that Chelsea have no intention to buy any goalkeeper, not in January or by the end of the summer. Chelsea are not planning of buying any goalkeeper, not even next season. Chelsea no dey plan to buy goalkeeper at all. Simply because they believe that Robert Sanchez have reduced the numbers of mistakes that he has been making lately. I think they are right concerning that one. At least, so far so good this season, Sanchez has been good. All of the goals wey be say they don't discuss Sanchez, I think I've not even seen any Chelsea fan hold Robert Sanchez for any big fault. So far so good like that this season. And number 2 now, they see Jorgensen as his replacement. Plus, Chelsea are presently monitoring the progress of Mike Penders. And I just talked this thing before, say Chelsea fans should be trying to watch Strasbourg game once in a while. I could not watch their full 90-minute live while it was going on the other time, but I watched the highlight. Bro, Mike Penders was incredible again. Coming outside to play with the team. That guy is not be mouth. The guy is good though. If you want to confirm, just search it on YouTube. Search some of his performance. So far so good at Strasbourg. And get back to this video. Let me know what you think at the comment section. I think on top this one, absolute spot on for January. But by the end of the season, we don't know. We will have to evaluate first. But for January, for me, I think it's fair enough. Let's still stick with Robert Sanchez for me. Let me know what you think at the comment section. And on a final note now, on top Chelsea centre-back situation, it has now been confirmed again by Caicedo that Chelsea have no intention to bring in any defender by January. They want to stick with Tosin, Chalobah, Fofana, and who else? And Badiashile. These 4 players now Chelsea won't stick with in absence of Leverkusen. You see, I might want to disagree with these people a little bit because do you see these 4 people? Fine, they fit put up incredible. Badiashile, for instance, put up an incredible performance, but we don't trust them. They make too many mistakes. The mistakes at the back is too obvious, too much. So I think it is not going to be bad if Chelsea, try to look into, scan the transfer market and see if you can bring somebody. However, we also hear that Chelsea's intention of bringing a centre back before this season commenced was to bring in Dean Oisin before. But when Dean Oisin decided that he wanted to go to Real Madrid, that was when Chelsea backed off. You see, that we did not get Dean Oisin does not mean we cannot get any other person. Dean Oisin is not the best of the best. Even for Madrid, when he's still learning. If he come Chelsea, he go still learn. He's still very young. Why not look for someone else? Mark Gale is going to become free. Proper Chelsea is going to become free by the end of this season from Crystal Palace. Why not, make a move? Attempt it first. Let's see if the guy will choose to come. Attempt it. I don't want to understand these people again. But anyway, it is what it is. Chelsea fans, let me know what you guys think at the comment section. Please like this video to push it for more people to be able to see, to join this community. Comment 1 or 2, and please, that subscribe button is very, very, very important. Let me know what you guys think about the Moises Caicedo issue. Did you think there's anybody that is ahead of Moises Caicedo this season? Let me know what you guys think at the comment section. And I'm going to see you guys later.